Here is today's devotional, based on the sermon from this past Sunday at Global Harvest Assembly in Penang, Malaysia. Be sure to listen all the way through the devotional for a new song that you can worship along with as you meditate on today's devotional. If you prefer to read, you can find the entire devotional in the description of this video.
Monday, you left Egypt, but did Egypt leave you? It's possible to be physically free but internally chained. The Israelites walked out of Egypt, saw God part the Red Sea, and watched their enemies be destroyed, yet their hearts remained enslaved. They were free from Pharaoh's rule, but not from the mindset of slavery. They grumbled, complained, and longed for the very place God had delivered them from. So often, we experience a powerful move of God, salvation, healing, a breakthrough. But we allow the old mindsets of fear, worry, and negativity to keep us wandering in a spiritual wilderness, never truly entering the rest and peace God has promised. Now for our anchor verse from God's Word. It's found in Hebrews chapter 4, verse 10. For he who has entered his rest has himself also rested from his works, as God did from his. Let's unpack that together. True freedom isn't just about changing your location. It's about changing your perspective. God set you free from the kingdom of darkness, but have you allowed the darkness to leave your heart? The Egypt inside you is any thought pattern, habit, or fear that keeps you from trusting God's provision and goodness. It's the constant stress about the future, the grumbling over small inconveniences, the addiction you can't seem to shake. These are the internal chains. The good news is that Jesus didn't just get you out of Egypt. He came to get Egypt out of you. Entering his rest means we stop striving in our own strength. It's a conscious decision to lay down our worries and our self-sufficient plans at his feet. It's choosing to believe that the God who delivered you from your bondage is more than capable of sustaining you in your freedom. The wilderness is a place of testing, but it's not meant to be our permanent home. God has a promised land of peace and rest for you, and the journey there begins by freeing your heart from the inside out. Let's put our faith into action. What old Egypt mindsets like fear, complaining, or negativity are you still carrying with you, even after God has delivered you? In what specific area of your life are you operating in your own strength, instead of resting in God's finished work? How does remembering God's past faithfulness give you the courage to let go of your internal chains? For your action step today, take one specific worry that is weighing you down, write it on a piece of paper, and then physically throw it in the trash as a declaration that you are choosing to trust God and enter his rest. And now for a moment with God. In your quiet time, ask God to reveal the Egypt that still resides in your heart. Talk to him about the fears and thought patterns that keep you from experiencing his peace. Surrender these to him, one by one, and ask for the grace to walk in the fullness of the freedom he has already won for you.
We walked through the water, saw the sea divide, freedom on the outside, a journey far and wide, but a desert whispers an old familiar fear, grumbling in the heart, though deliverance is near. Oh, the burdens we carry from a land we left behind, shadows of old habits still binding heart and mind. Jesus, you came to set us free, not just from the chains we could see. You root out the Egypt deep inside, where fear and worry love to hide. Now we lay down our striving and our restless soul. In your perfect peace, you make us whole. True freedom's found when you take control. Egypt's chains no more, you make us whole. We build on our own strength, a tower to the sky, missing your instruction as the weary moments fly. Busyness for fruitfulness, a Martha's troubled plea, while Mary chose your presence for not just from the chains we could see. You rule